By introducing yourself.
Mark Darcy with Friends of Unb Woodlot.
Okay, can you just sort of reiterate what you said inside, only a little more concisely?
Okay. The entire south side Fredericton is sandwiched between the St. John River on the riverside and by the Unb Woodlot, a huge forested wetland at the top of the hill, which equals the size of the south side Fredericton area with the homes and the businesses. So effectively what happens in Unb Woodlot, if we have fragmented development, which we're seeing here tonight, it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts, and we're going to put south side Fredericton residents and businesses in a much increased flood risk if we allow these developments to proceed.
I'm not sure if I got this right, but at the end it seemed like Mayor Woodside was pushing to see a flood impact assessment before moving ahead. Is that the way that you understood it?
Well, it sounds like that, and according to Emergency Measures Organization, right now they're having to implement a second data modeling system, and it will take 2 years before they are able to revise our current flood risk calculations. So for Fredericton and for New Brunswick. So really it would be prudent to wait. The 100-year flood events that the engineer talked about for the city, that's obsolete. We're seeing events now that are way past that.
Actually, it was 25, he said.
He also mentioned
100? Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, so the city is going to wait to see a flood impact assessment? Is that the way that you understood it?
It wasn't clear. I would hope that the councillors would take the prudent action, and they represent their constituents. There is a great risk of having a cloudburst like happened with Charlotte County. If we have that over Fredericton, without the Unb Woodlot and with fragmented development, we are going to see increased damage.
Okay, so what's the next step? In 2 weeks it goes to a third reading?
Yes, and council will hopefully take the flood risk situation into consideration. We're in limbo right now. We should wait the 2 years. We should have UNB administration conduct their own flood risk assessments. They have some of the best minds in North America. And they should be involved. They should be actively engaged to help with a lot of this assessment.
You've asked them whether or not they've engaged in it, and thus far you've had no response, is that right?
Yes, and we know for a fact, talking to the faculty, that their attempts to input into the situation and become involved in development has been thwarted by the administration. And so we're seeing outside consultants brought in, and unfortunately not very inspiring development. And no comprehensive study has been done. There's no flood risk assessment. There is nothing. And you can ask any one of the faculties, forestry, biology, even some people in engineering, hydrology. They have not been consulted, and they would dearly love to have their input considered.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much.